if you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So it's been a little crazy for me these past few days. I said I would do a video, and I just got vaccinated on the 27th. I felt a little weird with Moderna's vaccine, but I feel great right now. I felt like my right shoulder that I was cracked by a linebacker. I'm sorry, playing like linebacker or safety, I felt like I was getting cracked by a wide receiver, like Hines Ward just blasting me in a blindside hit, and my shoulder right here, I finally can like hold it and use it. It's kind of funny, my like lips and jaw like felt a little tingly as well. But I feel great right now. You know, it's one of those things that I had the opportunity. It's one of those things when it's free, you got to take it. Um, I am a Pfizer investor, and that's one thing. But some of you guys that just joined, I was gonna post a video, but I just realized, which I'll tell you in a second. Uh, I found out that someone that I was with had COVID 2 days before I had the vaccine. So I immediately notified my parents, and I was going to be in Cincinnati with them, and we had to cancel our trip because, potentially I could be asymptomatic, but I feel great. Hopefully, I'm not infected at all or anything. But some of the things I really want to discuss are Pfizer. So it's not just the vaccine. This stock, hey, what's up, man? Philly. This stock, Pfizer, okay, there's just so many opportunities right now to invest in and receive those dividends from the stock. This stock is way down right now. Uh, this negative press that's going on. Moderna is expected to drop significantly from many people. So that's another thing. Many of the stocks that I invested in recently are doing very well. A lot of you guys asked me about some ETFs to look into, and one of the ETFs that I have to discuss is VYM. Now, for my M1 Finance Dividend portfolio, I am considering having a specific ETF section. And VYM is a phenomenal Vanguard. It's a high dividend yield. It has done very, very well against the S&P. This is a stock that is very good for the, yeah, no problem. Global X, I did have RYLD, and I sold it just because I wanted to focus on some business development companies. But I really love QYLD. That's one of my favorite dividend stocks, is QYLD with Global X. SRQYLD is a beast, isn't it? So, SRET, I looked at QYLD, versus SRET. SRET is down, but I just don't feel confident in that stock. I had some money in it, and then I just dumped it and focused more on the business development companies, which have increased their dividends over time. Gain's a very good one for you guys to look into. I have posted videos on my M1 Finance dividend portfolio with Gain, as well as my E-Trade dividend portfolio. Main Street Capital, MAIN is a symbol. That's a very good one to look into. Another ETF that I'm highly considering if I set up a ETF section in my M1 Finance dividend portfolio is Noble, symbol NOBL. That is a phenomenal stock to look into for a dividend portfolio and or a traditional and Roth IRA. I'm considering setting up a Roth IRA on my M1 Finance portfolio with some bonus money. And, VOO, NOBL, and VYM, I'm highly considering setting up. I think that's going to be a pure ETF one. I'm considering that one, just strict ETFs. You can't go wrong with O. I was actually on the phone with EPR Properties. If you guys watch my E-Trade dividend portfolio, EPR Properties, I have praised them a lot in the past, and those guys are not really distributing a dividend for people like you and I, but eventually that stock is going to be back because everybody's getting vaccinated. And I'm going to tell you guys, when you have the opportunity to get a vaccine, go for it. Go in for the kill and take it. I mean, you're going to feel a little weird, maybe a day or two. I was with people at work and we're like, how you feeling? Like, oh, my shoulder feels weird. And I was like, I feel a little tingly. And, you know, RJ Pub, that is a really good one. Oh, Jeppy. Jeppy's a really good one. My buddy posts videos on Jeppy. He highly praises Jeppy. That is a really good one. GW, the guy that I'm buddies with, and I'm like very good buddies with on Instagram, and sometimes on Discord I'll run into you. He highly praises Jeppy. The JP Morgan one, ETF, high dividend. That I wish that one was on my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. I would have that in 5 seconds in my monthly dividend section. Jeppy, I had RYLD. I looked at it a little bit. I just need to focus a little bit more on these dividend stocks, and then RYLD will be in. I need to let these monthly dividends kick in so I can start buying these quarterly dividend stocks. Man, Jeppy's that's a really good one. I mean, that's a good call right there by GW posting that. Jeppy's a good one. I like which other ones do I like for ETFs? Yeah, I think it's possibility. Jeppy, yeah, that's let me know, Francisco, how Jeppy's doing for you. Just post on my comment section in the future in regard to Jeppy. Um, Very good one. It can't go wrong. I mean, that's one of those things. I mean, I have a goal. I would consider it rational to have $1,000 to $3,000 a month on my monthly dividends, earn that amount, and that's one that would definitely help as a monthly dividend stock. Reinvest it and just keep on, letting the dividends grow and stuff, and let the compound interest grow. There's nothing wrong with that one. Have you guys looked at what's another one? I put money in KeyBank, KEY. That one's down. I actually have their credit card. It's like a 3% or 2% cashback card too, and that's a good one. That's a good bank stock. It's not going to grow too fast, but the dividend yield is pretty high. And if you guys, speaking of First Energy, my neighbor, um, I got something in the mail. I thought it was mine. I thought it was the First Energy. First of all, I'm like, God damn it, First Energy. And I opened it up, and I just played dumb and just knocked on her door. I'm like, here's your bill. And then she was venting to me about, her bill. I go, well, how much was it? It was like 3 times the amount of what mine was. I'm like, you better bitch or have them check that stuff out. Those guys are so shady as a company. You have no idea. But that dividend yield is so high as a dividend stock, as an energy stock, and they're not going anywhere. So FE, First Energy, that's a 5% dividend yield energy stock. I mean, my power goes out over here. I mean, what am I going to do? I mean, luckily I have natural gas like covering stuff, but you know, those guys, they're like the kingpin of like Ohio and like the Northeast, like mid, like the coastline and stuff. They ain't going anywhere. They're just going to make more money revenue wise, and they're so down. I just had to capitalize on them. So look into that one as well. I highly consider First Energy is a stock right now. I mean, the energy sector, I mean, there's so many sectors that are down that I had to capitalize on. And I mean, the other one is Franklin Resources too. BEN is the symbol. That's one I looked into. Do you guys have any good ones that you're considering? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go wrong with SRET. It's just, you know, it hasn't increased its dividend over time. So it's not a bad one. I mean, that's a good monthly dividend stock. It just hasn't grown as fast as I wanted, so I got rid of that one. Well, I'm going to tell you a good one. It's a really good rate right now. A is Store STOR Capital. That's one that's down right now. Um, I'm going to reinvest those dividends in that one. I'm considering once I get my bonus to throw in and buy about 5 or 6 shares in that. That's doing really well for my dividend portfolio on E-Trade. Store. Of course, I'm going to reinvest the dividends with realty income. I'd be crazy not to do that. And trying to think what else, what other stocks I'm looking at. Enbridge is another one, energy stock from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. If you watch wrestling, of course, that's where Bret Hart's from. I'm trying to think. IIPR is too high for me. Oh, yawn right now, but IIPR is too high for me to look at. I'm trying to think, like, I actually brought my scotch that I had offered in Diego Brands. That's another dividend stock. It's a really good one for Roth or traditional IRA as well. It yields a very the dividend isn't as high, but the price it has increased its dividend over time. So looking at Diego, that's a really good one. I like that stock a lot. Once I start really building my M1 Finance dividend portfolio, I'm going to probably have Diego in my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. So I was like Apple and Microsoft and them. One, I just don't have the money, and two, I just don't have the dividends to, really start buying, companies like that. But eventually that will happen, and it's going to be very exciting to see that portfolio grow and go from there. But really glad that you guys are doing okay with your portfolios and things are going well. I if you guys are any of you guys in those Facebook groups like watching people have like legit panic attacks with Pfizer stock when they bought it real high or Moderna? Any of you guys? I mean, I just think it's hilarious. These people, it's like, what are you doing? I mean, how much money they piss away. They think these stocks are going to go to the moon, and some of them, if you're a dividend investor, it's just, yeah, I know, it's funny. I mean, some of these dividend as a dividend investor, it's like, okay, Pfizer's down, time to buy more. And these other people in Robinhood, uh, which one? Which one did your mom buy? What, Pfizer? I mean, oh yeah. I mean, if you're referring to Pfizer, absolutely. I mean that I'm gonna keep on buying those guys. And YH. Well, I mean, I think Pfizer. Yeah, there's some stocks that and you mentioned Bitcoin, you guys. Yeah, I think I should throw maybe $50 to $100 a month in Bitcoin and see what the hell happens. I mean, $50 isn't going to really hurt. I mean, if you work hard for your money and you're a pretty decent paycheck, um, Bitcoin is totally worth it. Oh, well, see, Philly, here's the thing. As a dividend investor, um, I like to, I like to, I just know it's going to go up and down. Um, Carnival Cruise, I bought way down. I just want them to come back to life and start distributing dividends. I mean, that's kind of the plan. I'm going to have to call investor relations. But I was really on EPR Properties, symbol EPR, and like, so do you guys plan on distributing dividends again? I mean, you guys are like Realty Income, you try to pride yourself in the monthly dividends. I what are you doing? Like, what is your plan? So I asked those guys, and went from there. Another stock is OHI that you guys might want to consider. It's a real estate investment trust. Um, Omega Healthcare Investors, that's a good one. I'm trying to think of some rates that are down. A lot of these healthcare REITs are way down. I mean, the LTC has been down. Um, NHI has been down. I put some money in that. I'm so glad. I mean, I had Norton LifeLock, and who else did I have? eBay. I sold eBay and threw it in, I think, NHI, and the dividends are so. Oh, dude, Philly, let me tell you something. If you are an investor, okay, it doesn't matter if you have one share or if you have 1,000 shares, okay? You need to get the right answers. You need to know what's going on. I mean, what do you think happened with I mean, I post videos with my rich uncles. I mean, my gosh, if this COVID thing didn't hit, I mean, the net asset value would have been higher. I would have had higher dividends on that. I mean, that was a hell of an investment. And, I might lose maybe $3,000. I'm not too concerned because I'll just throw it in Fundrise. But, you have to know what you're getting yourself into. And you need to really, grill those people if they don't know what the hell they're doing, or if they're giving false promises or something. You have a right to grill them. You have to. I mean, that's the importance of investor relations. I angel invest. If you guys want me to post some videos on some companies that I angel invest in, I mean, these startup companies, they're begging for money. They're begging money from big time investors. I invested in a company that actually had Joe Montana involved with a startup, and these guys were a little wishy-washy. And man, these people who are I mean, these guys probably that were investors probably worth millions of dollars. They just grilled these guys. So you have to write. You should call investor relations if you are investing in a company, or if they have in their website investor relations. I mean, you're putting your money into this company and you're expecting, to get a return, a dividend, or you're expecting it to grow. You have to grill these guys. I mean, that's just how it is with investor relations. So, you know, call them. I don't care if you have one share. You need to know what you're getting yourself into, or you can lose a lot of money. I mean, look at these people with Luckin Coffee. Neo is dropping its price. I don't trust those Chinese companies. You have to ask the right questions. That's your money that you're putting in. You can get a huge return, or you can you can lose a crap load of money. So you got to be careful with that. So I'm trying to think who else that I put, some recent things with my investments. I invested in actually a movie. It's like I thought that was pretty interesting. I just took a risk in that, and oh, yeah, yeah, Philly. I mean, Luck and Coffee. They're I'm in some Robinhood Facebook groups and just see what's out there, and people are hot, man. I mean, they're fired up with Luckin Coffee. I mean, you're talking about people that make posts that I saw, 20,000, 30,000, $60,000 they lost with Luckin Coffee. They thought Luckin would be the next Starbucks, and look what happened. So I kind of like the American companies. They're a little bit more straightforward with their numbers and results. Ugh, I'm yawning, man, working those 312s in a row. I might pick up tomorrow, throw some in my dividend portfolio. But you just have to be smart. I mean, I like posting videos for you guys. I mean, I provide my rationales why I invest in these companies. I really I take pride in the companies that I put, that I do stock and dividend analysis videos on. I feel very confident in them. Again, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but you know, it's good to diversify in your portfolios. It's good to be smart. I mean, with that, um, uh, um, Philly, I would like to, with electronic vehicles, I they don't really distribute dividends. Even Tesla. I mean, Tesla is so volatile. It's like up, down, right, and left. Um, I don't know about their ETF, Global X. I would rather individually invest in them. And, if they don't distribute a dividend, I'm not going to touch them. So I want something out of it if things aren't going well. So that's kind of my philosophy with dividend stocks. If I don't get anything out of them, I want something out of them. If I put money in, um, oh, Apple. Oh yeah. Well, Apple's going to be a stock that I'm going to buy. I mean, it's that's a guarantee. I mean, Apple's a freaking empire. Is that O? Like Realty Income? RJ? Is that what you're referring to, or are you referring to something else? I'm going to give this probably about 5, 10 more minutes. Well, here's the thing about Apple. Um, it's going to increase its dividend over time and it's going to grow. I mean, exactly. So, I mean, Darth Dividend. I mean, everybody loves the name. It's funny. What's funny also is I'll post like some of my videos in the Facebook groups, and there's some like personal life friends or people I've worked with. They're like, "Oh, that was a nice video." I go, "What are you talking about?" I go, "Oh, you're in that. You have a Facebook group and stuff, and you're Darth Dividend." So somebody found me actually at work, and they said my name, and I was like trying to hide, like like Dave Chappelle. I'm like, "What? Don't say that." I just try to keep it low key, and it was pretty funny. But I enjoy doing videos and posting about it. Apple's a great stock. That's one that's gonna be added in the future. It's expensive, really expensive. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm not throwing money in. Uh, it's you start getting bigger, and one guy that I'm buddies with that worked out in my gym. I kind of had a niche in the beginning. It was like nursing, and I would do reviews on products, and I became like tight with him, and we were like following each other and stuff, and doing fitness stuff, and his girlfriend was works at my place. Unfortunately, they broke up, but she's like, "Hey, I watched your video, and hey, have a good one." And what is that? Have a good one. And yeah, she found out about it and mentioned it at work. I'm like, oof. But trying to think, like, electronic vehicles. Uh, I would feel more comfortable investing in like QQQ that has like Tesla and some of them in it. Uh, that's kind of how I'm looking at things when it comes to stocks. I mean, if Tesla distributed a dividend, sure, I'd buy them. Ford, like, pretty much isn't distributing dividends. I don't have any money in Ford. If they become electronic, maybe, but, I don't know. But that's about it with this video, and I appreciate you guys being pretty active on here. Again, if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I might do more of these and just go live and try to do one once a week or so. See how you guys are doing. BDCs, business development companies, those are kind of volatile. They go up and down. Prospect Capital, it's not the best one. Um, I like Gain, Gain, and Maine. Gain and Maine. Just watch my E-Trade Dividend portfolio videos. Um, I have like a few business development companies in them, and I made some changes, but I really like Gain and Maine. Those are my two go-to business development companies. Have done well against the S&P, have increased their dividend over time, and just cheap. So they're definitely. I think I have like, what do I have, like 160 shares or something like that. And Gain, don't quote me on that, but I'm at the point where I think I get like a share, um, maybe a share each month or something from them. So it's totally worth it. I love that one. I mean, I want to make bank with those. Like I said, I want to get to $1,000 a month monthly dividends, and those guys will definitely help me. So I'm gonna get off here, but appreciate you guys being active, and I will post more stock and dividend analysis videos. Let me know if you want me to go live in the future like this, and I don't know. This is a lot of fun. I really did enjoy doing this live video. So be safe out there and enjoy your Monday and take care.